I want to speak directly to the truckers. All right, you guys are the players, all right, and the playmakers. All right, you guys are the ones that have the intangibles to move our country forward. Well, me personally, I get a lot of positive self-gratification from truckers. All right, what was that? Got another question in the back? Well, trucking is one of the most dangerous jobs, all right, in the country. I think probably like one of the top 5, all right, and we've got a shortage of drivers around here, all right, so that's why it's important, all right, for everybody to be safe, all right. Any other questions? Well, I think 80% of the injuries, you guys are throwing stats at me, so I'm going to throw some stats back at you guys, all right. 80% of the injuries happen, all right, when the truck's not moving. Yeah, exactly. 50% of those injuries, all right, are from slips, trips, and falls relative to, the kind of safety that we'd like to have. All right, and 100% of those falls, all right, are preventable. All right, that's why it's important for the truckers to understand, all right, what to do, how to do it, and why it's important to do it that way so we can have the kind of safety procedures that we'd like to have. Because we don't want anybody being dead, buried, and gone. All right? So, again, that's why it's important for everybody to focus on the process, all right, of what it takes, all right, to be safe. And before you get into that truck, you guys got to ask yourself, am I being safe? Am I doing things the right way? Am I communicating with my dispatcher? Dispatchers, are you guys communicating with the truckers? We preach mindset around here, all right, so it's important before you guys do any work, all right, to get your mind right. All right, we had a strength and conditioning coach that used to say that around here. All right, it's about getting your mind right, all right, before you do any kind of work. All right, the truck's not going anywhere. All right, we can't go anywhere or do anything, all right, without you. All right, so get your mind right. Drivers, you guys are teammates. All right, it's important that you guys openly communicate. All right, if you see something, a trick or a technique, all right, that helps you guys out, please feel free to share it. All right, we're all on the same team together. All right, team stands for together. All right, everybody accomplishes more. All right, so it's important that you share tricks and techniques so we can have a better process and be safe. So again, I can't stress enough, all right, how important safety is. All right, so we can have the kind of championship truckers that we'd like to have. All right?
Touchdown, Alabama!
Slips, trips, and falls facts. The third leading cause of work-related injuries. 50% of all work-related injuries. 95 million lost work days per year. An average of 19 work days lost. 15% of accidental deaths per year. 55+ age group most at risk. Watch the film. In football, players and coaches will watch film to prepare for the next game, making adjustments and correcting mistakes that were identified. You can do the same for your employees, drivers, and company by studying real-life situations. This is the first step in the process of improving your safety culture, making accidents a big deal, and it starts with changing each individual's behavior. It is, after all, up to them to plan, stay alert, and pay attention. Film replay number 1. Joe Driver was unloading his cargo on a dock when he slipped on the dock plate. Joe suffered a broken hip, requiring total hip replacement. Film replay number 2, Jessica Driver was walking the catwalk, tripped, and fell 5 feet, landing on her head. Jessica suffered multiple spinal fractures, severe head trauma with brain damage, and multiple rib fractures. Film replay number 3, Jerry Driver was washing his truck windshield when he fell off the hood. Jerry suffered a compound fracture of his lower leg. Due to infection, the leg eventually had to be amputated. These 3 claims changed lives forever. Just some minor adjustments consisting of planning movements, staying alert, and paying attention to surroundings would have prevented these injuries from occurring.